Hello, hello. Welcome again to Ace Attorney. We are here to accuse, or we could say put a crippled person to jail. Anyway, this is sad. Anyway, I can't believe it, Tucker. It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Straightforward? Rebus, I'd hated? Yeah, being hated by Akro is that bad. Yeah, the funny thing is that it was never his aim. Akro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Psst, 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 psst. Cuff? But I'm not nothing but a little nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason why. Cuff, hey pal. You're gonna ignore me after I went all this trouble to bring you some evidence, god bloody damn it. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Forget about it. I'm going home. This guy deserves the guilty anyway. I'm going home. No, Detective. I'm sorry. Look, why you don't you relax a little? Got some really testy money. How about a card trick, Detective? Oh. What if you insist? Now about that evidence you mentioned. What is it? There you go. This is yesterday Akro's room. Yep, and I've included the forensic result. Take a look at it later. Later? Well, Miss can't be named mad at you that you are doing this. That's why this is all a secret. I love it. It's like, this is why I'm doing you a favor. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan. I don't know, Miss Von Kammer didn't seem in control of things in there just now. He meant edge board. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were setting into motion. Final plans? That reminds me, I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it, and that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. What do you mean by that, the very end? I'm not sure, it was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Oh, don't you scare me like that. Looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What, for me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? It's like, I'm being inducted to a crime and there's like, people send me the milk. Milk? More milk? Court is now back in session. Miss Von Kammer, Mr. Von Kammer, please continue from here, from where you left it off. I'd like to continue with Akro testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. We'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Akro would have committed to this crime. He didn't want to? Understood. Now, Mr. Dingley. Yes, Your Honor? Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor, don't ask questions you don't want to answer to. What? Gulp. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Barry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That's my sole purpose on life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Akro could kill the man that he held in such esteem. You're absolutely right. How could anyone think that? Mr. Wright? Which is why there is no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Akro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. No need to question him now. There's no need to cross-examine this witness. What's that? Why was ringmaster murdered? There's no need to delve in that bit of testimony when I know the answer already. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, Can you provide an explanation on why Akra will want Ringmaster dead? I think... yes? No. Nick. Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Akra killed the Ringmaster is something that can be proven. What? That's because Akra had no reason to kill the Ringmaster at all. Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so full-heartedly foolish. You forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was this the real killer of Russell Barry Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Akra, you didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I say that the target of the witness murder's plot was not a Ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Barry to begin with. What? Order! Order! Balif, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud. Who's loud in the face twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to this court? Are you attempting to imply that Akra was trying to kill someone else? Do I present her? Yes? Regina Barry? This young girl is the Ringmaster's daughter, correct? Akra, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? Oh, the look. You don't need to answer that. It means it's a mean-spirited question. He could easily answer the question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say, you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough, Mr. Wright, allow me to. Oh, God. I hope it don't crash. The only thing allowed to interrupt me is Death himself. Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now. I want to know why Akra will want to kill Regina Barry. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Akra was out to kill his young girl. The note? Akra, you remember this, don't you? He does. That's the piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster tailcoat. Inside the victim tailcoat? Akra wrote this note to it's ironically entitled To the Murder. His purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you are saying that he called Russell Barry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Akra did indeed place this note into someone else's pocket. However, that someone was not the Ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Barry. Order! 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 Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours, is that it's the truth, Your Honor? It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the Ringmaster, saw the note. That's correct. The Ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake instead of Regina. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Akra gave us earlier today? Lifting the bus and looking out the window will be impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Akra had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I got it! Akra thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bust fly. Hey Nick, isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience? She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. But Regina can handle it. Akra wrote this note to Regina. Foolishly. Foolish fool with foolish fool of foolish ideas. Oh, you're foolish. You even might sound like a foolish-hearted fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you are sure, then tell us about this. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes? What about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Barry, it will mean that this note is declaring that Regina Barry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew that the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Oh, you know what's up now, huh? Everything's being connected. Only right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident? Is this allude to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at the time. Mara. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so? Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If you can answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago, exactly. You mean this one? What? What is it? Well, I kind of figured that I tried to get rid of evidence in the animal. Well, from now you can do it. What was it? Whoops. Oopsie daisy. Oh, you mean... if you read there, staying with his blood and a small quantity of pepper. So, if you remember, inside the box there was a seasoning bottle. Jesus Christ. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This is not a joke at all. This is decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing that because this piece of decisive evidence, it was what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? You're claiming Regina Barry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool, who never tires of your own foolish ways. You are sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and answer this question. Who was Regina Barry's intended victim? Who is this? That is our younger brother. What does it prove? His younger brother isn't dead? Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months. It's not a stretch to see how Akra could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him? You spent your entire life dreaming about new ways to be a fool. Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Akra's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion, fell into his current comatose state. A lion? Regina, I mean, Miss Regina Barry is an animal tamer by trade. However, to tame an animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They would understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just knowing. So then, what happened to Akra's brother? He's not a victim of an attempt murder, he's a victim of an accident. I see. Now, what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. You think that happened to Bat was actually an accident? It was more than that? The lion beating Bat was no accident at all. What? You are such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no way that Regina will ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Akra's brother because of this. That's just a scarf, Akra. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina. There is something more than just blood in this scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? 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 From the Avengers? Wife of the well-known Tony Stark? Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Okay, what's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. Fingering a criminal. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Barry gave a pepper covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? Still seems like the judge doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Smiling? I've never heard of a smiling, however. Lion sneeze. Leo wasn't trying to bite Bat. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What? Yes, Messi. Took me an hour. You got to be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Von Kama? I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Akron nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot! Huh. Does that seem like a terrible joke? Doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there is someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Akron, you can't mean witness. Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright. Unfortunately, my imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there is an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem is always been evidence. If I drop Mac's bust on the top of the Ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? Ooh, this is very... I love this, guy. I love this. It's like asking, where is the murder weapon? You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack of, therefore, to be more precise. He's crippled, so he could not really hide it anywhere, right? I mean, it's not like there is that. He could try to throw it away, but it's a 20-pound bust. Not easy to get rid of it. The bust that the defense claimed was used if that were to be found in our room. And if that was covered with the victim's blood, that will be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it will be. The bust. Nick, you got to do something. This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. It might be worthwhile to search Albert's room, but why are you going to search his room? Because he's not there. Looks like you finally figured things out. Now you know the true meaning of Von Kama total justice, I guess. You're with you, that's the least I should respect. Leave no stone unturned. Von Kama never leaves anything to chances. We already searched out his room yesterday. What do you find? There's no reason to even say it. We found what you think we found in that room. I will not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Mac's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. We took our directly to the prosecutor's office after that. Deposing? End of story. Just wait a second, something's funny about this. Looks like you locked the final nail to put into my coffin. But, what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Miss Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. Should know that by now. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bus, where is it now? Where's the bus right now? You're Phoenix Wright. You know where the bus is? I'm sure you do. Of course I know where it is, just because I already played this. It took me too much. Actually, so let's be honest, it took too much for me to realize where it was. There's not even a single clue how I'm supposed to know where the bus is. You're alive, guys? Come on. The next minutes, the truth will be revealed. You see, the case is coming to a close. Try to guess it. I'll buy you ice cream if you guess it correctly. But you first need to find me. The defense counter arguments look to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. Ark. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings to an end of cross-examination of this witness. Hold it! Who's holding it? Where's Mac's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. I've just bit my tongue. Okay. We need time to do what? You're the most surprised person here. It's just your aide, isn't she? You really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? Why are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Oh my god. Hey, wait, you can't be serious. Iron rats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Akro lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our highway. If we don't, we are certain to lose. Very well, the defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue. I don't think he will be finding one anytime soon. Won't get a retirement logic. There's no room to false step. Sink or swim, the only way to do this is forward. The murder weapon. Where's Mac's bus now? Somewhere in this courtroom. You got it. Did you fucking got it, guys? It's obvious the bus inside this very courtroom. Is it obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bus once for all. You got it. Acro. I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under the blanket. Because it seemed to me that it'd be really easy to say hide a bust under there. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your permission. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. She had found the murder weapon in your room. They would be all over. Which is why you had to hide it in the only place that you could hide it, under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. You fool! How cold you! You got me. I'm being backed by a real crew. Actually, two of them. Miss Franziska von Karma and Miss Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? Huh? There were two pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But then, the bust, obviously. I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. The only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your your calculated strategy. Now to be caught in the middle of a court hiding the murder weapon. There was no way I can escape that. So you got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Mr. Von Miss Von It'll make sense now. I can't believe that Von Kalmer thought that far ahead. It's amazing. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. No, I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me. Make a mistake. Why did I order a surprise search on your room? If only I hadn't done that. Seems we have finally arrived at the truth. Acro. Yes, Your Honor. You killed the ringmaster of the Barry Burke Circus, Mr. Russell Barry. Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro. All my brother wanted was Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. He started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. That's why she covered the scar with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen, I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What I'm truly guilty of. I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. My brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely. She would laugh innocently when saying it too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. Sorry, something come up. So I shouldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when we decided to do something about Regina. About it. One common problem. How dreadful. So you're saying that you are a victim in all of this as well? No. That's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's what I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself, then I was pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. It has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot. And believe it, you beat me again. I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus I like to declare my verdict. This case is adjourned. He's very sad. I don't know why. He's like just a murderer. It's like, so you are saying that you are the victim too? No, I'm a murderer. Ooh, I don't know. Fabulous. But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. I would be. Akira, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congratulations, but only at Max. A million of them. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? Oh, come on. You're just thinking about Akira. No. You worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and I will be happy. Huh? Yeah, it's been like this for a while now. Not my phone! Sweetie pie. But they're never coming back. Now everybody's gonna split up. Regina, Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? I could say something right at the end. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean that Akra is gonna try and get his revenge on me? I don't think so. He's not gonna do that, Regina. Are you sure? You're really sure? I can't believe that. Yeah, Akra doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then want to see some evidence. Huh? I want to know you're not just making up the stuff about Akira not wanting revenge. So, this? Because he's in coma. Akira didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. But... That's right, Regina, he's still alive, you know? I never knew. But now that Akira's being caught. I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bad as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes and then until he can meet Akira again. That's so sweet of you, Regina. I'm sorry, Akira. I'm sorry, but... Well, hopefully it is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max. What is it, bro? We put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So, whenever you like to leave us, I'll pay you fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do. I even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I made our decision. What is it? I decided that I will take over the new ringmaster. I'll turn the secret into the best circus this world ever seen. The best circus the world has ever seen. Don't laugh. That's quite a goal. I can't wait. Then I guess I changed things. Because Max always been a lot really ambitious, so I think he will likely help him. There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max, let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say? What do you say, bad guy? Know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus will be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? Huh? We got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. No. That's right, sweet pie. Can't be very big. Circus without Regina Barry. Max. Nick. Seems like everything is going to turn out alright here. Can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. Well, save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats. Whatever. Oh no, I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. You really paid off just like you said you would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Akira really was the killer, I thought this was the only way to cool him. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Gumshoe, you're betraying me. No, he's Edward. Of course. Well, detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Akira's case, you need not to worry. I plan I personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edward. Did I spoil it? Did I spoil it? Did I spoil it for you? You sick fuck. Anyway, this is the end of Turnabout Big Top, episode 3. Well, we're probably gonna call it something like episode consecutive, because I called everything the same identical name. Anyway, new episodes be added. We're gonna save and take care of yourself. And good lovely bye.